What does it mean to truly be happy? Have you ever questioned what happiness means to different people around the world? Happiness, a simple word, yet it holds different meanings for different people. It's a universal pursuit, an essential human goal that transcends geographical boundaries, cultures, and societies. It's as diverse as the human race itself, varying from person to person, culture to culture, and society to society. Imagine the tranquil simplicity of a Buddhist monk, finding happiness in the quietude of a secluded temple, contrasting with the bustling joy of a city dweller, reveling in the vibrant energy of urban life. Or picture the contentment of a farmer in the heart of the countryside, cherishing the fruits of his labor, contrasting with the delight of a tech enthusiast in Silicon Valley, thrilled by the latest gadget. While happiness may seem like an abstract concept, it's a palpable, tangible emotion that we all seek. It's a priceless commodity, an elusive treasure, a sought-after prize in the great human race. But how do we measure this intangible entity? How do we quantify joy, satisfaction, contentment? Enter the realm of research studies, a world where science attempts to dissect and analyze this complex emotion. Researchers have long delved into the concept of happiness, trying to understand its nuances, its triggers, and its impact on our lives. They've conducted countless studies, surveys, and interviews, all in the pursuit of unraveling the mystery of happiness. Yet the more we delve into it, the more we realize that happiness isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It's a multifaceted gem, reflecting different hues under different lights. It's as unique as our fingerprints, molded by our experiences, perceptions, and values. So if happiness is such a diverse and complex concept, how can we define it? How can we chase it? How can we capture it? These are questions that have puzzled philosophers, psychologists, and ordinary people alike for centuries. It seems happiness is a complex concept, intricately woven into the fabric of our lives and societies. But what does science have to say about it? You may be surprised to learn that happiness has been a subject of scientific scrutiny for years. Indeed, researchers around the globe have been delving into the depths of what truly constitutes happiness. This pursuit isn't merely a philosophical endeavor, but a scientific one, anchored in data, statistics, and empirical evidence. One of the most renowned investigations into this subject is the World Happiness Report. This annual publication ranks countries based on their citizens' happiness levels, using a variety of indicators such as social support, freedom, corruption levels, and more. It's an illuminating study that offers a unique perspective on the state of global joy. From the chilly fjords of Scandinavia to the bustling streets of Latin America, happiness manifests in myriad forms. The World Happiness Report underscores that, while geography and culture may play a role, a common thread weaves through the happiest nations. This thread is a robust sense of community, a high value placed on personal freedoms, and an emphasis on work-life balance. But the exploration of happiness doesn't stop there. Enter the realm of positive psychology, a subfield of psychology that emphasizes the enhancement of human flourishing. Here, happiness is dissected further, beyond the collective level and into the realm of the individual. Studies in positive psychology have unveiled fascinating insights. For instance, did you know that our happiness levels are not just dictated by external circumstances, but also our perception of those circumstances? Our mindset, our resilience, our relationships, and our sense of purpose all play pivotal roles in driving our happiness. Moreover, research indicates that happiness isn't a fixed state. It's not a destination that we reach, and then voila, we're forever joyful. Instead, it's a journey, a constant process of growth and adaptation. We can cultivate happiness, much like a gardener tending to his plants. These studies reveal that happiness is not just a fleeting emotion, but a state that can be measured, analyzed, and potentially enhanced. Now that we know happiness can be studied, let's turn our attention to the happiest people on Earth. So who are these joyful folks, you might ask? Well, if we consult the World Happiness Report, a few countries consistently rise to the top. Countries like Finland, Denmark, and Switzerland regularly find themselves leading the pack, radiating positivity and contentment. But what makes these nations so happy? Is it the picturesque landscapes, the delicious cuisines, or perhaps the unique cultural heritage? While these elements surely play a role, the answer lies deeper. intertwined with societal structures and individual perceptions. Let's delve into some common factors that contribute to the high happiness quotient in these countries. Firstly, social support. The happiest countries on Earth have strong social support systems. This refers to having someone to count on in times of trouble. It's about belonging, about being part of a community that cares. In Finland, for example, a strong emphasis is placed on social equality and inclusivity, fostering a supportive environment for all citizens. Secondly, trust. Trust in institutions and each other is a significant contributor to happiness. In Denmark, high levels of trust in the government, the judiciary, and fellow citizens create a sense of security and communal harmony. Lastly, freedom. The freedom to make life choices is a crucial determinant of happiness. In Switzerland, citizens enjoy a high degree of personal freedom, allowing them to pursue their ambitions, express their opinions, and live their lives as they wish. These factors, along with others like generosity and healthy life expectancy, weave a tapestry of happiness that envelops these nations. And while each country has its unique approach, the underlying principle remains the same. Happiness is more than just personal well-being. It's about community, trust, and freedom. It appears that the happiest people on Earth share common factors that contribute to their happiness. But can happiness be cultivated? Science suggests that happiness can indeed be cultivated. But how? An intriguing question that has captured the attention of many. Fortunately, there is a trove of research that provides us with some answers. Firstly, let's talk about mindfulness. It's the practice of being fully present and engaged in the moment, aware of our thoughts and feelings without distraction or judgment. It's about acknowledging your emotions, not resisting them, and letting them flow. Research shows that mindfulness can reduce stress, improve mental health, and increase overall satisfaction with life. So next time you're savoring a delicious meal or admiring a beautiful sunset, be present, fully absorb the experience, and let the joy seep into your soul. Next, let's delve into the power of gratitude. It's more than just saying thank you. It's about recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives, even in the smallest of things. Studies suggest that people who regularly practice gratitude by taking time to notice and reflect upon the things they're thankful for experience more positive emotions, feel more alive, sleep better, and even have stronger immune systems. Start a gratitude journal, write a thank you note, or simply take a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. And then there are relationships, the backbone of human happiness. Positive relationships with family, friends, and others provide a sense of belonging, love, and support. They offer us a space to share our joys, sorrows, dreams, and fears. Research shows that people with strong social relationships are happier, healthier, and live longer. So cherish your relationships, nurture them, and let them bloom. Lastly, let's not forget that happiness is about more than just positive emotions. It's also about leading a meaningful life, where we find a sense of purpose and direction. Research shows that people who lead a meaningful life are happier, more fulfilled, and have a greater sense of well-being. Cultivating happiness, it seems, is not just about chasing joy, but building a life filled with meaning and connection. So, what can we learn from the world's happiest people and the science of happiness? Well, let's take a moment to reflect on our journey so far, shall we? We've explored the enigmatic concept of happiness, delving into its essence and what it means to different people across the globe. We have discovered that the world's happiest people share some common threads, and it's not about the size of their bank accounts or the number of their Instagram followers. No, the happiest people on Earth have taught us that genuine happiness stems from the richness of our social connections. It's about the joy of shared laughter, the warmth of a comforting hug, or simply the reassuring presence of a loved one. It's about reaching out, opening up, and letting others in. We have also learned the importance of trust. Trust in our fellow humans, trust in our institutions, and most importantly, trust in ourselves. This doesn't mean blindly believing in everything, but rather having the courage to question, to doubt, and then to trust again. It's about building resilient bonds that can weather the storms of life. Freedom is another key element in our happiness equation. The freedom to make our own choices, to express ourselves, and to pursue our dreams. Yet, freedom isn't just about personal liberties. It's also about creating spaces where everyone can thrive, spaces of acceptance, respect, and mutual understanding. Lastly, we've seen how cultivating positive practices can significantly enhance our happiness. Be it mindfulness, gratitude, or acts of kindness, these practices remind us to appreciate the present moment, to acknowledge our blessings, and to spread positivity around us. In essence, our pursuit of happiness isn't a solitary endeavor. It's a collective journey that weaves together the threads of social connection, trust, freedom, and positive practices. It's about creating a happier world, one person, one moment at a time. In the end, the pursuit of happiness may be a personal journey, but it's one that's deeply intertwined with our communities and the world at large.